Anxiety. It's something we all face, whether it's the pressure of meeting deadlines, navigating relationships, or simply dealing with the uncertainty of life. It's a universal struggle, yet one that often feels intensely personal. But what if I told you that even one of the most powerful men in history, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman Emperor, struggled with anxiety? Yes, the man whose wisdom shaped Stoicism, as we know it today, wasn't immune to doubt, fear, or overwhelming stress. So how did Marcus cope? What tools did he use to navigate the immense pressures of leading an empire while still cultivating a sense of calm and resilience? In this video, we're diving deep into Marcus Aurelius's meditations and exploring the Stoic strategies he used to manage anxiety, timeless principles that can help you in your own life today. Whether you're battling work-related stress, dealing with personal setbacks, or simply looking for clarity, Marcus's wisdom offers a guiding light. His philosophy isn't about suppressing anxiety. It's about transforming it into strength. By the end of this video, you'll have practical techniques inspired by one of history's greatest philosophers to bring clarity, strength, and focus to your daily challenges. So let's uncover how Marcus Aurelius dealt with anxiety and how his wisdom can change your life too. What anxiety meant to Marcus Aurelius. Let's take a step back and look at who Marcus Aurelius really was. As the Emperor of Rome, Marcus wasn't just a ruler. He was a soldier, a philosopher, and a man bearing the weight of an empire on his shoulders. He faced constant threats, wars on the empire's borders, political betrayals within, and the devastating Antonine Plague that claimed countless lives during his reign. These pressures were monumental, yet they echo the challenges we face in our own way: uncertainty, high expectations, and the fear of failure. For Marcus, anxiety wasn't an abstract idea. It was his reality. But instead of letting it consume him, he confronted it head-on using the principles of Stoicism, a philosophy centered on rational thought, emotional regulation, and acceptance of what's beyond our control. In his personal journal, which we now know as Meditations, Marcus wrote honestly about his struggles. He didn't pretend to have it all figured out, and that's what makes his writing so powerful. In one passage, he reflected, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote is a cornerstone of how Marcus dealt with anxiety. He focused on what he could control: his thoughts, his emotions, and his actions. The external chaos was inevitable, but his inner world, that was his domain. Marcus also recognized the importance of perspective. In Meditations, he often reminded himself of the bigger picture. In one poignant entry, he wrote, "Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly." This wasn't a morbid statement. It was a call to action. By reflecting on the brevity of life, Marcus found clarity. The things that caused him anxiety, the judgments of others, the pressures of leadership, suddenly seemed less significant when viewed against the vastness of time and the universe. Another key strategy Marcus employed was reframing challenges as opportunities. He believed that adversity wasn't a roadblock. It was a chance to grow. One of his most vivid metaphors captures this perfectly. A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it. This imagery reveals the heart of the Stoic approach to anxiety. Instead of dreading challenges, Marcus transformed them into fuel for personal development. Obstacles weren't threats, they were stepping stones. Marcus also leaned heavily on gratitude as a tool to manage his anxiety. In his writings, he frequently expressed appreciation for the people around him and the lessons they taught him. Even in difficult times, gratitude for Marcus wasn't just a fleeting feeling. It was a way to ground himself amidst chaos. By focusing on what he had, rather than what he had, rather than what he lacked, Marcus found balance and strength. Finally, Marcus embraced a principle central to Stoicism, amor fati, or love of fate. This idea encourages acceptance of life's events, not with passive resignation, but with enthusiasm. Marcus believed that by welcoming the inevitable, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. He wrote, "The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing." This idea speaks to the resilience required to face anxiety. Life is unpredictable, and by learning to adapt and overcome, we cultivate true strength. So what can we learn from Marcus's perspective on anxiety? First, that it's normal, even for those in positions of great power. Second, that by focusing on what we can control, keeping a sense of perspective, and cultivating gratitude, we can take the edge off our own anxiety. Marcus didn't just endure the pressures of his life, he thrived in spite of them. And so can you. Principles of Stoicism: managing anxiety. Marcus Aurelius didn't see anxiety as a flaw or weakness. Instead, he treated it as an inevitable part of life, a natural response to uncertainty and pressure. What set him apart was how he managed it. By employing the principles of Stoicism, Marcus developed a framework to face anxiety with clarity, strength, and purpose. Let's break down 3 key Stoic principles that he used to regain control of his mind and emotions. 1. The dichotomy of control. At the heart of Stoicism lies the dichotomy of control, the idea that life is divided into 2 categories: things we can control and things we can control, and things we cannot. Marcus understood that trying to control the uncontrollable only amplifies anxiety. Instead, he focused his energy on what was within his power: his thoughts, actions, and decisions. In Meditations, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This principle is incredibly liberating. Think about how much of your own anxiety stems from worrying about outcomes you can't predict or control. Marcus would advise us to step back and ask. Is this within my control? If the answer is no, then let it go. If the answer is yes, take purposeful action. To apply this today, imagine you're preparing for a big presentation or interview. Instead of obsessing over how others will perceive you, focus on what you can control: your preparation, your mindset, and your effort. By channeling your energy into what matters, you can release unnecessary worry. 2. Practicing mindfulness and presence. Another cornerstone of Marcus's philosophy was the importance of living in the present moment. Anxiety often stems from dwelling on the past or fearing the future, 2 things that are entirely out of our reach. Marcus reminded himself to stay grounded in the present, where action is possible. He wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." This simple yet profound advice is a powerful antidote to anxiety. When we focus on the here and now, we can take meaningful steps forward without being paralyzed by hypothetical scenarios. In Marcus's time, his present involved making decisions about war, governance, and public health. For us, it might be as simple as focusing on the task at hand. Whether it's solving a work problem, spending quality time. Whether it's solving a work problems, spending quality time with loved ones. One practical way to embrace this principle is through mindfulness exercises, such as journaling or meditation. Marcus himself was a prolific journaler, using the process to clarify his thoughts and calm his mind. Try starting your day with a simple reflection. What's within my power today? This practice can help center your thoughts and set a positive tone for the day. 3. Cultivating gratitude and perspective. When life felt overwhelming, Marcus often shifted his focus to gratitude. In meditations, he frequently expressed appreciation for the people and experiences in his life, even the challenging ones. Gratitude helped him put his problems into perspective, reminding him of the bigger picture. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." For Marcus, gratitude wasn't about ignoring difficulties. It was about balancing them with a recognition of life's blessings. This shift in mindset can have a profound impact on anxiety. Instead of fixating on what's wrong, we can focus on what's right. And in doing so, we remind ourselves of our resilience and capacity to overcome challenges. Perspective was another key tool Marcus used to manage anxiety. He often reflected on the vastness of the universe and the fleeting nature of human life. This wasn't meant to diminish his problems, but to give him a sense of proportion. He wrote, "Observe how transient and trivial the things of this life are." By stepping back and looking at the bigger picture, Marcus was able to detach from immediate worries and focus on what truly mattered. In your own life, when anxiety feels overwhelming, try asking yourself, will this matter in a year, in 5 years? In the grand scheme of things, this simple exercise can help you regain clarity and calm. 4. Accepting imperfection and uncertainty. One of Marcus's most practical strategies was accepting life as it is, imperfections and all. He believed that resisting reality only creates unnecessary suffering. Instead, he practiced amor fati, the love of fate, or embracing whatever life throws at you. He wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together. But do so with all your heart." This principle can be especially helpful when dealing with anxiety about the unknown. Instead of fearing uncertainty, Marcus encourages us to welcome it as an opportunity for growth. Life is unpredictable, but that unpredictability is what makes it beautiful. To apply this principle, try reframing setbacks or challenges as learning experiences. For example, if you face rejection or failure, instead of viewing it as a catastrophe, see it as a chance to grow stronger and wiser. Remember, anxiety thrives on resistance. By practicing acceptance, you can disarm it. 5. Taking action. Finally, Marcus emphasized the importance of action. Anxiety often keeps us stuck in a loop of overthinking, but Marcus believed that taking even small steps forward can break the cycle. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This advice is a call to action. Instead of ruminating on what could go wrong, focus on what you can do right now to move forward. Action is the antidote to anxiety because it shifts your focus from fear to progress. If you're feeling overwhelmed, start small. Whether it's making a to-do list, reaching out to a friend, or simply taking a walk, every action counts. Momentum builds confidence, and confidence quiets anxiety. By applying these Stoic principles, focusing on what's within your control, staying present, practicing gratitude, accepting uncertainty, and taking action, you can manage anxiety in a way that aligns with your values and strengths. Marcus Aurelius didn't just theorize about these ideas. He lived them every day, proving that even in the face of immense pressure, peace is possible. Practical applications for modern life. The Stoic principles that guided Marcus Aurelius are as relevant today as they were centuries ago. While we don't face the pressures of ruling an empire, Our modern lives come with their own unique challenges. Work deadlines, financial concerns, relationships, and the constant noise of social media. Let's explore how you can apply Marcus's strategies to manage anxiety in today's world. 1. Journaling for self-reflection. One of Marcus's most effective tools for managing anxiety was journaling. His meditations weren't written for an audience. They were private reflections where he could process his thoughts, clarify his values, and reinforce his Stoic principles. Journaling gave Marcus a safe space to confront his worries and remind himself of what truly mattered. To apply this, consider starting a daily or weekly journaling habit. Here's a simple framework. Morning. Write down your intentions for the day. Ask yourself, what's within my control today? How can I approach challenges with calm and clarity? Evening. Reflect on your experiences. What went well? What could have been handled better? What lessons did you learn? Journaling isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. Over time, it can help you gain clarity, release pent-up emotions, and approach life with greater perspective. 2. Managing expectations and accepting uncertainty. Modern anxiety often stems from unrealistic expectations. Whether it's striving for perfection at work, meeting societal standards, or trying to control outcomes that are beyond our reach, Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself to let go of these unattainable ideals and accept life as it is. He wrote, "Throw away your books. Stop letting yourself be distracted. Instead, draw yourself toward your true purpose." For Marcus, this meant focusing on what he could do in the moment rather than worrying about the unknowable future. To apply this today, practice letting go of outcomes. For instance, letting go of outcomes. Instead of obsessing over a promotion, focus on doing your best work each day. Instead of fearing rejection in relationships, embrace the act of connecting and expressing yourself authentically. Remember, anxiety often thrives on uncertainty. By accepting that some things are beyond your control, you can redirect your energy to what truly matters, your actions, values, and growth. 3. Using affirmations to stay grounded. Marcus frequently used affirmations to remind himself of Stoic truths. These were short, powerful statements that reinforced his ability to handle life's challenges. For example, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Do not waste the remainder of your life in thoughts about others." In today's world, affirmations can be a practical way to counter negative thoughts and reframe your perspective. Create your own affirmations based on what you want to focus on. I am in control of my response to challenges. I can't control everything, but I can control how I react. I am capable of handling whatever comes my way. Write these affirmations where you'll see them daily, on your phone, your mirror, or your desk. Repeat them when anxiety starts creeping in. 4. Practicing gratitude daily. Marcus often grounded himself by reflecting on what he was grateful for, even in difficult circumstances. This practice is a powerful antidote to anxiety because it shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right. In modern life, practicing gratitude can be as simple as starting or ending your day by listing 3 things you're grateful for, sharing appreciation with loved ones through a text or conversation, keeping a gratitude journal to record positive moments and achievements. Gratitude isn't about ignoring challenges. It's about recognizing the good that coexists with the bad. By making gratitude a daily habit, you can cultivate a more balanced perspective on life. 5. Embracing the present moment. Marcus often reminded himself to confine yourself to the present. In today's fast-paced world, this advice is more relevant than ever. Anxiety often stems from worrying about the future or ruminating on the past. But true peace can only be found in the present moment. To apply this, try mindfulness techniques. Deep breathing. When anxiety strikes, pause and take a few slow, deep breaths. Focus on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your lungs. Mindful observation. Take a few moments to notice your surroundings, the colors, sounds, and sensations around you. This simple practice can ground you in the present. Single tasking. Instead of multitasking, give your full attention to one task at a time. Whether it's cooking, working, or spending time with loved ones, being fully present can reduce stress and enhance your experience. 6. Reframing challenges as opportunities. Marcus believed that challenges were opportunities for growth. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This mindset is particularly powerful for modern anxiety. Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks, view them as opportunities to build resilience and learn. For example, if you're facing a difficult project at work, see it as a chance to develop new skills. If you're navigating a tough conversation, use it as an opportunity to practice communication and empathy. Reframing challenges doesn't make them easier, but it does change how you approach them, with strength and a growth-oriented mindset. 7. Connecting with nature. Marcus often found solace in reflecting on nature's simplicity and order. He marveled at the cycles of the seasons, the flow of rivers, and the beauty of the stars. In modern life, reconnecting with nature can be a powerful way to reduce anxiety. Here's how you can incorporate this. Spend time outdoors. Go for a walk in the park, hike, or simply sit outside and observe the natural world. Practice forest bathing. Immerse yourself in a natural setting, focusing on the sights, sounds, and smells around you. Bring nature indoors. Decorate your space with plants, or listen to calming nature sounds. Nature has a way of reminding us of our place in the universe, a humbling and calming realization. By incorporating these practical applications into your daily routine, you can begin to approach anxiety the way Marcus Aurelius did, with wisdom, resilience, and a sense of purpose. These strategies aren't quick fixes, but they're tools that, over time, can transform how you experience and respond to life's challenges. Anxiety is a universal experience, one that connects us across time and culture. Marcus Aurelius, despite his immense power and influence, faced the same mental struggles we do today. What makes his story remarkable is how he used Stoicism to transform anxiety into clarity, strength, and wisdom. Throughout this video, we've explored how Marcus's principles can help us in modern life. From the dichotomy of control to gratitude, from accepting uncertainty to reframing challenges, these timeless strategies remind us that peace comes from within. Marcus's wisdom wasn't about avoiding anxiety. It was about understanding and navigating it with purpose. So how can you apply what you've learned? Start small. Maybe begin journaling to process your thoughts. Practice mindfulness during your morning routine, or write down affirmations to carry with you through the day. Remember, the journey to managing anxiety is just that, a journey. Progress happens step by step. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Let this be your guiding principle. By cultivating thoughts that are grounded in Stoic wisdom, you can create a life that is resilient, intentional, and fulfilling. If you found value in this exploration of Marcus Aurelius and his approach to anxiety, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who might need a little extra strength today. Join our community by subscribing, and let's continue learning, growing, and applying timeless wisdom together. Until next time, stay strong, stay present, and remember, you have power over your mind, not outside events.